Hello. Welcome to Live Life and Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you can make it. I hope you're all doing well. This message is for the sign of Libra. Libra, this is a timeless message, so these messages apply for whenever you view it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So let's get into your reading, Libra. Now, Libra, I was shuffling and meditating on your energy, and I've already laid out your spread. So, we're going to get into this and see what you got going on to see what's up. So, let's get started. Now, Libra, ooh, listen here. I see you, Libra. You have been practicing self love, and that has been a tough road to tread, but you're doing it. You've done it. You sticking to it because I feel like this is pertaining to a significant connection. This may be to do with um, more than one connection, but there's at least a connection, or I should say, certain connections that meant the most to you, or a connection that meant the most to you with regard to a relationship. You have learned some really hard lessons that put you where you are right now. And where you are is the as an overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Yes. So with this as your overall energy, you are not working on a connection with someone. You are restricting them. You are blocking them. You're cutting them off. You see them, but you're not working, you're unwilling to work with this person. Okay, now this could be at work, but you are unwilling to work with this person. But I feel like it's because they were unwilling to be better in the connection with you. Like, I feel like you got shitted on, got fucked over um, by this individual. And I feel like this is someone that's been trying to get your attention and also has been trying to reconnect with you. I think this person wants to reconnect with you. Like, I feel like this person wants a relationship, but this person is like fucked up. Okay, they got the game fucked up. Like, even the way that they go about trying to reach out to you, trying to get your attention, trying to reconnect with you, you find yourself having a block because their approach is horrible. Like, instead of them just saying, I'm sorry about what I did to you, or hey, I want to start over, or apologize, or just show some kindness, or just, humble themselves, they coming at you like they got a right to, and then they do it nasty, right? And you are like, you know what? I see you, but I'm not going to fuck with you, okay? Because you haven't changed. So there's someone that you are unwilling to work with, but this that person is somebody you can't work with because they don't want to work on this. They just want to have things their way, right? They're missing the details. And the deets are they got to do better. They got to do better to be able to be in your circle, to be able to engage you. Maybe you don't even want to be dealing with them no matter what, but the approach they're taking, they're creating their own self imposed prison, or you're keeping them locked out from your world, even though they want to get in. Because here's where here's what's going on in the present. You got this Three of Cups clarified by the Five of Cups. See, I feel like with that Three of Cups, that's you. But you notice it's just you. You got some animals around you. I feel like you got your own little place of joy, right? And all of a sudden, here come the good old Walrus want to swoop in and interrupt that, right? To interrupt your joy. This is someone who wants to reconnect with you. This could be a family member, a loved one, or this might be even your ex, or just someone that the relationship was very important to you. And I feel like this is someone you cut off, or you have decided to distance yourself from. And I feel like you've done that for a while. It's been a while. For some of you, it's been several months, maybe even several weeks, but I even feel longer, like several fucking years. Like, wow. And I feel like this person wants to come back in, but I also feel like they've been making attempts to do that. But you're at a place where they cause negative feelings with you, or they dredge up negative emotions for you, that them trying to come in isn't working for you or for them. Your challenge was crossing that. The obstacle, the issue is this Three of Swords. And this Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Now, you see that there is a Three of Wands here, the Three of Cups here. So you got emotions, you got thought, but this Three of Swords is talking about you experience some pain, some sort of difficulty, some suffering, some betrayal, right? And you can't get past that. You can't get past that. And it's clarified by the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles, another three. So there may be some external factors, but I do feel that there's some other motherfuckers that's part of the scenario, okay, that has influenced this situation. This person might have been the main one, but I feel like there's other players in the game here. Or there was just things that went on, other factors that play into the situation. Now, with this Three of Wands and King of Pentacles on this Three of Swords, I feel like, you looking at something that, or looking at someone who is trying to come in, or the way they keep trying to come in and reconnect with you, they terrible at their communication. In fact, they cause more wounding because they might say like snide remarks, or they talk slick, or they just come out of the corner pocket like they wrong. Like it's almost as if they can't humble themselves, or they don't know how to be decent. Like they might send you some bizarre text like, um, oh, so you just never gonna talk? Well, whatever then. When really, what they're trying to say is they want to talk, they want to reconnect, they want to do this again. And you got more requirements, right? You got more requirements because you've been there and done that. You've done too much accepting, and you no longer accepting this person or persons to come at you this way and cause this for you, cause this Three of Swords, where they don't have the respect they need to have towards you, or the relationship, or the connection, or they haven't repaired the wounding, and they just keep you know giving you jabs, right? They keep stabbing at you and shit. Like, what you doing that for? Right? I mean, that's not love. That's like narcissistic, maybe even sociopathic. I'm just saying. Somebody is not in touch with their feelings. Somebody does not know how to communicate. Someone is not behaving, they're misbehaving, and they keep misbehaving. And so, you got these negative emotions here because whoever you're dealing with, they're experiencing regret, but you can't tell, not the way they try to deal with you. But you also are experiencing, you felt a huge loss with this person, but you know what? They felt it with you too. They felt it with you too. I do feel like this is someone you do actually want to reconnect with, but you just can't make that step because of the pain here. And so this Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles, this is you, looking at how you're going to manage it. And I don't feel like you want to manage this. You're looking at the pain of this, and you're not looking forward to managing this, right? You're not looking to progress this. You're not looking to move forward. And I feel like it's because the way they came at you. They came at you all stubborn and rigid, okay? Like all matter of fact, just hold on now. You don't share space in my court no more. So you don't affect me like this. That's what I feel like is going on with you. I do feel you feel some effect. You still feel the residual effects of what happened. You still feel how they come at you, but I feel like they're pissing you off where it causes you to distance yourself more than what you do, where I don't even think you responded to this person. Because at the root of this is you got the Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords. So you are determined to do your own thing. You've made a decision to ignore this person, okay? You're blocking them. You have made that decision that you are going to have peace. And that peace is that you're going to keep your guard up, and you're going to do the things that you want to pursue, because you are making a decision that you're not going to give that person space to wound you, right? You've had to work hard to find your own tune. And you know what? The world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. And that's where you at. You don't roll to the beat of somebody else's drum. You roll into the beat of yours. You playing your own tune. And you know what? It's loud and clear for you. And it's loud and clear for the other person. You're blocking them. You're ignoring them. You're making the choice that there can be no truth. There can be no peace. Now, the person you're dealing with, I feel like they want a truth. They want to make peace, but they're blind. They can't see the error of their ways. And so you got to stay guarded. You're on the defense, and they put you on the defense by their behavior. Okay? Whatever time you spent apart ain't teach them nothing, but it certainly taught you so much. Because in the recent past, you do have the Four Swords and Temperance. So there could have been, this could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, but you had to do a lot of healing. You had to really like sit with yourself and review. Okay, it even had you restless, where you were just mowing over this in your mind. You may have even tried to communicate your feelings to this person or whoever this connection is pertaining to, or connections, in an effort to heal it, to receive healing, to create balance, right? But with temperance here, things can go one way or another. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Well, guess what? You got that other thing. And it wasn't balanced and it wasn't healing. It left you restless. But this is in the past, though. Okay? Whatever it is you tried to heal, tried to do, I think you tried to do all you could as best as you could to fix this for you, but fix this in the connection, because I think you wanted this connection. You wanted to be able to heal this. But you know what? I think you had to let it go. It looks like another TKO. Now, here's what's on your mind. You got death and you got the Knight of Pentacles, Libra. So this could also be a Scorpio, right? Or you could be a Libra Scorpio cusp. But what's on your mind about this is you want to end this, right? You want to end this and you're done. Okay? It was something that took too long, too much work. It took too much of your focus. You're done. Okay? You're not looking to be open to this. Whoever this person is, you have to let this go. You're letting this person go because they're not, they can't keep up with the time. And the time is whatever mindset that they're in is outdated, it's wrong, it's slow, it's not moving. I mean, hell, this person on a bike, we did in cars and shit and planes. And I'm not saying anything wrong with a bike, but I'm saying what's on your mind is you're letting this go. You're done. You're leaving. You're staying gone, right? Now, I do feel this is something that if it could have changed, if it could have been transformed, I feel like you would have been focused or open to entertaining working on this. But I feel like even in considering that with that Knight of Pentacles, it would take too long, or you won't get the results that need to happen in the situation fast enough. Not for you anyway, right? And with death here, you had to die to this, right? So many times, meaning you got fucked around so many times by this person. However many ways you can look at it, consider that probably happened to you. And you know what? It put you to where you had to rely on yourself. You had to be independent, right? You had to be self-focused. You had to go on your own here. You had to distance yourself. You had to leave this connection because it wasn't worthy of you, or it wasn't worth trying to help, or I think you even was trying to be resourceful, like, how, let's fix this, like, I want you to feel how you making me feel hurt, or how this was um mistreatment. And I feel like whoever this was, or whoever this is like, they didn't get it. They were just too slow, or they just didn't budge, right? There's this stubborn energy here. it's like you're letting this go because this person is too stubborn, and you realize that even if they don't. Now, in the future, you do have the Chariot and the Page of Cups in the future. I feel like in the future, this is about you maintaining control. This is you maintaining control, keeping control, getting back control over your emotions. Okay. And I feel like it's taking force of will. So whoever this is somebody that means a lot to you even now. And it's painful to have to distance yourself from them. But it's like I feel like as if that's the best thing for you. But not only that, I'm taking note of these elephants. And with those elephants, I feel like that's the both of you, where you got all these memories of all the wild shit that happened, right? You can't forget what's happened, but nothing's been done to help repair it either, right? Whether you've really, done what, tried to work on it, or if whatever efforts, if there were any efforts, I feel it was more on your part and not coming from the other party. It just didn't happen. But also the other person is like an elephant. So both of you are stubborn, right? As it has to do with the ability to heal, or what it is that um is stubborn about an apology, right? You're stubborn that you want the apology, and the person that you're dealing with stubborn about giving it to you. And so I feel like in the future, this is where you just, digging your heels in with the things you can't forget, but also what you will not accept or tolerate. And that is, you're not going to let this person back into your world. You're choosing to move forward, to move on, because you've healed from this and you want to stay that way, right? As much as you could. I mean, I feel like, there's some small um issues with your healing. I mean, she does have a cane there, and she still has to hop along. So you still, there's some wounding still here behind this, but for the most part, you up and moving, right? You learning from this, you moving forward from this, and I feel like you don't want to digress from the progress that you've made, where this person may have that kind of power, um, of influence with you, that they could take you off track, that you could lose your footing here, because this here is something where it's like it's air of fragileness here. So this is you having to have the will, determination, and the fortitude to self-direct, to redirect, to direct, and navigate this and move forward and steer it the way you need it to go. And that is, you needed to stay um, in a place of you staying healed, and you continuing in that healing, and not open yourself to any setback here. And so I just see you moving forward, moving on. I see that is a struggle, that is challenging to get a contact from this person, or this person reaching out. But I see you grabbing things by the reins and just moving forward. You're going to regather yourself and move forward. There's still wounding here, is what you realize, or what you know. And that is all the more reason for you to even move forward with this, and maintain your composure. um, you want to stay in, keep the victory around this. And the victory is that the self-love that you had to learn, the lessons of that, to even get here with the Chariot. This is you having to get control of your emotions. Okay, this is you having to deal with all the obstacles that came with this. um, and it took you a long time with these elephants here. It took you a long time to learn these lessons. You got hurt over and over again with that Chariot and the Death here. You got hurt over and over again. This I feel even put you in a dark night of the fucking soul, right? Where, you were left, or felt, or were abandoned by this person at, when you needed them most, or when they were needed. And it puts you down under. But you know what, you get back up again, get back up again, and you had to keep doing that until finally you get up and you kept going. You didn't go back. And that's what I think was the key here, because your attitude is the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you were betrayed, you were backstabbed. Look at this, you were left to be in the ruin of what was done to you. Okay, by the words, um, the misdeeds, and it changed you. It changed you, and so you don't want to resurrect this, because I feel like you tried so hard to the point of ruin to try to change the dynamic of this relationship, of this connection. For some of you, this is your mother or a mother figure, like a matriarch. For some of you, this is your father. For some of you, this is a close family member. For some of you, this was a dear friend. For some of you, this was your lover. For some of you, this was your partner. And so now you do have, as how you're being seen is the teacher and strength. And so the teacher is the Hierophant, right? So there could be a Taurus here, and even a Leo, even a Cancer individual. But with you being seen as the teacher, I feel like you're being seen as ignoring the commitment and resisting it, right? You're resisting it because you have to do this for you to have balance, right? For you to give this any attention, you won't be able to tame yourself, or the situation or the connection isn't tameable. So you better off focusing on other things, committing to other things and not to that, right? And if this is not the case, this is what you believe. This is what you believe, and you don't have any new information to tell you anything different, right? So this is how you're being seen. Now, your hope or fear is the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So you do hope for balance, right? You do hope for balance. But that balance, if you're going to hope for it, it's got to be for you, where you have that rite of passage here, where whatever wrong happened has to be corrected, because there's a lot that went down here between you, that you're carrying, right? That you want reciprocity, but I feel like this is you knowing that it's all packed up. You ready to go. You got to move on. And, this isn't something that you can go back to. Okay. You don't, you, this isn't something that you can do, right? You can't do this again the way it was happening. And so there's no transition, or you don't see how there can be a balance and see a transition, even if you would hope for it, would like it, and would be open to it. This is you having to have to box up your feelings, um, and protect it, right? Because this is you not receiving what you need here. And there may be concerns about, even if you did open yourself up to it, that you still won't. So either way, this is about you maintaining your balance in this. And so you're not giving to this, but if there's anything you're gonna be willing to receive, you only gonna receive where there's a transition, and you are giving your just due. You are giving the apology, but the work also has to be done. Like, there's so much crap that went down here for you. Look at all this that you have, right? Everything's boxed up, everything's in storage. I feel like this is also bringing you to memories, um, instances of what occurred between you, that you just see it as best to move on, to move forward, okay? Because you don't want conflict. And this is something that, your ability to have balance in it, uh, is necessary. And so I don't even feel like you even trying to entertain or confront this. Like, you're not responding to this person. You're not going to respond to this person. You're not giving this person any footing, and nor should you, because they're not even coming at you the right way. They're not apologizing. They're not acting like they did anything wrong. They're not showing any type of remorse or regret. Yeah, they want to be with you, or they want to reconnect with you, or they want to bring this relationship back into form, but they're not done anything to heal it. If anything, they keep hindering it with their words or the way they come at you, or trying to creep back into your world, into your life. And they don't realize this changed you. I know they see that you've changed, but they don't realize how much this changed you, and how you now know that self-love is key, and you're doing what you got to do to maintain that. Because your likely outcome here is the Four of Cups with the Empress and the Five of Swords. So I feel like this is you not satisfied with this person. You're not happy with this person. You're not happy with the way things are and the way things have been going, but neither is this person. But also this is you rejecting this person because to you don't see how you can create what needs to happen in this connection. And you're not willing to grow. You're not willing to try to see if this can grow, because this person hasn't grown, right? This person hasn't grown. I also feel you have empathy, but you're not showing empathy for this person. This is causes conflict within your mind, but not to your detriment. It gets you to the point of realizing that you have to do what's best for you, for your own survival, for your own sanity. Okay? So this is a victory, with that bitter twinge of defeat. This relationship is at a loss. You're losing someone that you perhaps rather have something with, but that you can't. But what the victory is that how you deem yourself worthy of more than what you was receiving in this, and you won't tolerate anything less or anything more, even to the point of um, rejecting this person. You're not letting this person back into your world. They have to grow. They have to change. They have to stop being combative. They have to apologize for the disputes, the arguments, their part in this that hurt you. But also, you're not opening yourself up to the possibility of being hurt, because you feel that this person still lacks empathy, and their actions show you that. And so this is about your own survival, about this relationship, because this may have crushed you terribly, so, and many times over. And so what doesn't make you weak makes you stronger, but also wiser. And what you know is that this connection is still so, this person is important. This person still means a lot to you. And to even create or allow for a dialogue, you may lose your footing. And I think you know that. Or you refuse to lose your footing from the healing that you had to have about this, and the healing you still need and are working towards. And a big part of your healing was cutting this person out. And the continuation of your healing, as far as you see it, is to keep them out, because they're not good for you. And it's better to have peace, okay, than disruption, even for the sake of trying. What's the point of trying when the person isn't even showing you anything tangible that you can work with and have a real exchange where you can actually see a transition here? And so that's your concern. You're not seeing enough, but the person isn't doing enough. This is someone that has this air of antagonism with you, And, I'm hearing feeble minded. This may be how you see them, or that's how they are. Like some people are like just set in their ways, like, I can't change, I can't change, I can't change. No. And you know what? You're like, okay, you just figured out you can't change. And you had to learn that you can. And that also means you change you, and you change the connection by severing it. And I see you keeping it like that. You don't see this being a viable option to be open to because this person is still ratchet. They are still ratchet. So let's see what message comes through here. Any other message, please, for Libra? You know what, Libra? This is difficult and hard. I can feel it. It's pulling on my heartstrings for you. Even when you hear from this person, though you're not answering them, you're not responding, they still have an effect on you. Okay? They still have an effect on you. You love this person, but self-love is what you had to learn, involving being involved with this person. And this may be the test. I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde going into it, um, or in it, but it's around, it's definitely lingering, where the past comes back. The past comes back, right? And this is you having the lesson of learning. Did you learn your lesson? And it looks like you did. It don't feel good, but you figured this out. You figured this out. So let's see, Spirit, message. What's going on for Libra? Message for Libra, please. Message for Libra, please, with the energies in this spread. Now, for some of you, you are involved or dealing with an institution, and you are faced with resistance by that institution where something you were trying to do has gone to ruin, where you're not able to change it. And you feel betrayed or backstabbed in this situation. It was something that you were trying to do, persevere it, and you try different ways to get some sort of decision or peace or compromise. I feel that um, external factors are playing at play in this, or that's what's being presented as to why this can't get done, or you can't see that transition. And I feel like you're moving forward. Okay. um, Yeah, I feel like you're moving forward, and you are exhibiting self-control about something that's not being worked on, that you're being restricted or limited from being able to be liberated by or able to navigate or achieve, despite how you contemplated ways to try to heal this. Um, I do feel that you are experiencing some sort of disappointment here because you weren't able to secure this the way that you were seeing or working towards managing it, and you didn't see signs of progress though you were hoping for it. I do feel that there's a air of hope still, but the efforts I feel you are laying down. Okay. The worst of this is over, and so now you are just committed to staying strong and dealing with the lack of getting what you want in a situation, and focusing on healing. um, I do feel that you still believe that you should get this, or this should be given to you, or that you are still hoping that at some point that it happens, but you are working on moving on, and it's something that you feel a rite of passage to, that you had a right to, or you should have the right to receive or get. But there is this disappointment, dissatisfaction. I feel like the opportunity is not being presented because you may feel like you're not being shown the empathy in the situation, or this is just something that you just could not see success with due to the conflict, but that you are surviving it. Whatever this was, it's just something I feel like you really, really wanted. Okay, your feelings was really connected to this, and there is disappointment. You may have been, you have cried over spilled milk with this because you weren't able to get this done. But I do feel like it's taken time for you to let this go. You may even try to go back to the drawing board to see how you could resurrect this and change it. But right now, you may, if you are doing that, you're going to explore your options and see any other creative ways that you can come at this and gain the victory. But right now, this is at a loss to you. So you're not really satisfied with the way this is going or has gone. So focus on making sure that you are not in your head about this. And you know, I don't feel like this is something you need to keep fighting about, especially if you're not able to get what you want here. And for the most part, I don't see you able to get what you want here because you're being resisted. So this is about you moving on from that conflict, spending more time moving on from the conflict, or how do they say, live to fight another day. But you do have stripping illusions. Yes. Okay, it's a 27 that breaks down to a 9. So this is you having been in hermit mode. You've had to withdraw, you've had to examine, you've had to deal with the frustrations and the adversities of whatever it is that you've been dealing with, and with this significant connection. And you have found self-love, or you have found the answer, or you have come to the solution, or you have come to some sort of acceptance where it strips away the illusion. Okay, you're able to see clearly. Okay, um, and this is your peaceful protest. This is your peaceful protest. At the bottom, you do have the honoring your energy. Yes, honoring your energy, being your authentic self is a 16 breaking down to, I mean, a 15 breaking down to a 6. And so you've had to deal with a lot of toxic energy, a lot of burden, a lot of lies, a lot of, I mean, there may have even been temptation here. um but there was a lot of restriction, a lot of anger, little to no support. And it has taught you grew. You had to grow through the thicket, right? And you are at a space where you are focusing on honoring your energy. You will pursue the things you can pursue. But whether you get it or not, it won't be for the lack of trying, because you are honoring your energy. But also, you've stripped away the illusions through you going within and introspecting and seeing what needs to change, and really analyzing everything and everyone, and putting things in its appropriate space or place as far as you're concerned, that allows you to gain wisdom and to elevate in this, to where you honor yourself with self-love, and you honor yourself to maintain your peace, right? This is about you keeping your peace, but also doing what's best and what's right for you, and knowing the things you can change, and knowing the difference when you can't, and figuring out how or what you need to do so that you're okay no matter what. So let's take a look at what is a final message for you. Spirit, what is a final message here for Libra? Libra, some of you may feel a little weak. It looks like you need to stand your ground with this connection if they've not shown you. And I don't mean like, when somebody lying to you, Libra. You Libra, you the master of relationships. You the Lord over relationships. You know when somebody lying to you, playing you, not being authentic. And this is about you standing in your truth, needing to stand in your truth, and not put up with anything that's not deserving of your time or energy or your consideration. But also, um, pursuing what pursuing what's best for you. But where you face resistance, is it something you can cut off, or is it something that you need to just let go? Let's see, what is the final message for Libra? What is the final message for Libra? Yeah. Somebody might want a renewal, but they're not even coming correct. Sarcasm ain't gonna do it. Guilt tripping ain't gonna do it, right? Gaslighting ain't gonna do it. I hope you don't let it happen, Libra. But I don't see that you will. So, you have two cards that came out. Work through your fears. Okay? So, whoever this is, and um, like I said, this is somebody that still has some influence on your emotions as far as this connection goes. And this is about you needing to work on your fears. And sometimes, working on your fears is, especially if this is something that you're not sure you can do, then don't do it. But also don't just do it for the sake of testing yourself. I feel like with this, there's a need for you to be sure. Um, and sometimes, don't let fears creep in. If you doubt this connection, don't honor it and bring love into the situation. And that's what you need to ask yourself. Whoever this is, are they bringing love into the situation? Do you feel love coming at you when they coming at you? Because if you're not, then it's you might need to go ahead and eclipse them or keep them in the background out your life until they get illuminated on how they need to come at you. And at the bottom of the deck, you have you. Your hard work is paying off. Yes, yes. What did I tell you, Libra? You've had to work hard. Okay, this messed you up more than once, many times. But you know what? You get back up again, get back up again. And so you're not about to get knocked down. You're not leaving anybody room to let you get knocked down. And as it has to do with something to do with work here, or something you're working on where you're getting some sort of resistance because it's not coming together, you're not getting cooperation and support on this, despite your resilience, you're getting a stalemate. I feel like that you are at a place that this has also taught you through your experiences that even in this, you're able to have self control and move forward. You're able to just adjust and even go with the flow. I even feel like you're going with the flow for now, right? Until a more opportune time. So I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, Libra. Bye.